Good about SCVR, this is Satellite Media. Mr. Arafumechi, let us understand your thought with respect to some protesters in Nigeria, particularly Kano, bearing Russian flag. And this has made fear to greet Nigerian government. Does it mean Nigerians paying allegiance to Russia, or there is a fear of possible coup in Nigeria?
That has gone a long way to define a country that is bringing a change in government, a change in science and technology to Africa. That country that is bringing this great revolution into Africa, number one is Russia, whose capital is Moscow. Are you listening to me? You see the protesters waving flag, Nigerian flag, Russian flag. They are sending message to the politicians, to the world, members of the world, that they are tired of Nigeria, that this part of the world has crumbled into confusion, into pandemonium, political pandemonium. Say, listen, the flag that you see these children, northern children, waving in the air has gone a lot to define the kind of system we have here. They are trying to send message to the members of the world that actually Russia is the one that is bringing that kind of change in technology, change in government into Africa as a whole, not even only Nigeria. Russia has come in this time around with their own political ideology, an ideology that is quite different from the British, an ideology that has gone too far, so distinctive from that of the French, the Belgian, and the Spanish. These are the exploiters of the African continent. So what they are saying during the protest is that Nigeria is overdone. Flag has many significance. It's a symbol of what? A symbol of nationality, a symbol of nationhood. So what the message they are sending across is that they are tired. Nigeria should be what? Scraped off. See, let me tell you, an adventurism has started. That is Russian adventure into Africa. That adventurism is going to bring lots and lots of change, a change that is going to destroy utterly the neocolonialism that is taking place, that has been taking place since 1960. British, the Spanish, the Portuguese, the French deceived Africans. They deceive African nationalists, foremost nationalists like Mandela, Azikiwe Leopold Senghor, Amada Hijo, Julius Nyerere, and so on and so forth, that they are leaving Africa. It's a lie. They gave us independence while they are hiding at the back door, controlling the whole resources in Africa, controlling the whole political arena, polity in Africa. The government in Africa continent is on their hands. I mean the British and so on and so forth, the Western Europe, the West. They are the one. But Russia is coming to tell the black man truth. Putin, Russian administration under Putin has done lots and lots of havoc to Europe. It has exposed Europe in many forms. One thing I want to air here, nobody in Africa, nobody in America, I mean those blacks over there, nobody in the black world, the black I mean are Asian blacks, Australian blacks, has ever known that Jesus Christ is black. Wait, listen. Putin exposed these secrets. The white has been hiding it over the years. Now, during the war between Ukraine and Putin, Russia, Putin has come out and tell the world, Europe, this is what I have for you, a package. You open it. I've been hearing and reading. I said, no way, that so long as he is the Christ, the Son of the living God, I believe in him. It doesn't matter whether the skin is black or white. We are one in faith in Christ. But it has gone a long way to show you how far the white has been deceiving the black over the years.
But what I want to ask, because some Nigerians, diplomats, international relation experts are telling the Nigerian government that this dimension of protesters in Nigeria bearing Russian flag is a worrisome situation, that the government should step in. Perhaps, do you call it radicalization? I mean, how do we now
Polarization is started by bad policy. Excruciating.
I mean, to de-radicalize those paying allegiance to Russia, or is it because Russia have footprint in Nigeria?
They are having upper hand everywhere in Africa, not only in Nigeria. Let me tell you, don't you see the body language of the Igbos? Oh, you're not following up Biafra issue. Russia is standing firm with Biafra referendum. Nnamdi Kanu is a popular man in the US, in Russia, if you don't know. Nnamdi Kanu in law, study Nnamdi Kanu well. He has strong tie with Russia. Okay, study what happened in Niger. Who stopped invasion of Niger, Republic of Niger, by ECOWAS? Someone stop it. The fear of Wagner, yeah. The fear of Russia is the beginning of wisdom of the whole West African community nations. Yes, they were afraid of Russia. That's why they could not come in with their troops to overthrow this latest military junta. It is a welcome idea, if you ask me, and it's sending message different one to Nigerian government. Russian flag means a revolution, a change that is going to what? Storm, take over Africa by storm. That Russian flag you see signifies many things to come.
E.g., for example,
Britain has lost grips of Africa. American policies, if Trump comes, I think America will be more strong to take power from the British influenced leadership. British influenced leadership is going to crumble immediately Trump come. Already Putin has started the work. British, French, Spanish, Portuguese, Belgian backed or influenced African leadership in Africa is crumbling because Putin started it and Trump is the one that is going to make it more solid. That's support.
okay, now we are looking at because some people have made the situation that Russia is maybe the brain behind Burkina Faso, Mali, and Niger military incursion. That seeing Nigerians waving Russian flag, that is another signal
Thank you so much.
that there may be impending military coup in Nigeria.
Thank you so much. That insinuation or speculation is right. Russia is behind the military takeover in Republic of Niger. Are you listening to me? And it has gone a long way to tell you how far the British, the French has been what? Exploiting Africa, using their mineral resources, natural endowment in Africa to develop Britain, to develop Paris, to develop Portugal, develop Lisbon, Madrid in Spain, to develop everywhere in Europe. They have been at the back door, controlling the whole resources in Africa, giving Africa mega, very sultry, very small, tiny percentage. Could you imagine that Niger, you are asking me what happened? Russia is the one that influenced takeover in Niger. And today, the uranium enrichment in Niger, the realization of that mineral resources is getting into the scope of the public, the treasury, the account, the account of the government of that country. They are the one realizing the money. They are the one using it this time around. But all the while, when the junta did not come in, the money realized from uranium, platinum, and other minerals in Niger are going into the accounts of the French. The French are the one that are ripping Niger off over the years since independence. And Russia has come and opened eyes Niger. Let me tell you, the coup that happened in Mali, the coup that happened in Gabon, the coup that happened in Niger and Burkina Faso, influenced by the former USSR, which is capital in Moscow. That's Russia. And as I'm talking to you now, Russia is eyeing other African countries. The Hausas, they have begun to understand. No more what? Low mentality in the north. They have begun to dialogue, discuss with their sisters, brothers in Niger. They have the same ancestral background. They're like briefing them that the problem you have is Britain. The problem you have is Fulani. Align with Russia and get what you want. We are doing well in our country. I mean, Hausa, Nigeria relation with Hausa, Niger.
Now, finally, let me ask you.
It's going to change lots and lots of things in Nigeria.
Now, finally, let me ask you this question because while the Tinubu addressed the nation yesterday in a nationwide broadcast, there were two flags, one Nigerian flag and the other one on the other side of it. Some people are suggesting that it looks like a Russian flag. Though it's not clear whether it's a Russian flag, but what could that be?
The Russian flag is so bright, I think. Blue, yellow, and red, I think. And white, yes. Say, so bright. The flag that is hiding there might be an armed forces flag, or it might be a flag that might be depicting the Department of Executive. That flag has a symbol. It has a meaning. I don't know whether you understand.
Not be the
But
Russian
it was
flag.
not obviously defined because it was hidden at one corner. He knows the motive behind that because the flag is supposed to be out for us to know that this flag is this flag is not this. So what I'm trying to say is that there is a change, revolution coming to Africa. Some persons in Europe are not happy what the Spanish, the Portuguese, the French, the Belgian, the English are doing to African continent. They have been over the years exploiting African mineral resources, selling it off, using it for the development of their country in Europe, abandoning Africa, the original owner, the natural owner, oh my God, to use those resources to develop the facilities or infrastructures in Africa. Something is happening, and I'm telling you that Russia is at the head. Russia can never ever help Nigeria. No, it is not possible. For Britain to allow Russia to come in, it's going to take time. Russia knows who are theirs in Nigeria, and I'm telling you that we are talking about Biafra. Russia and Biafra are one.
Thank you very much, Mr. Rafem.